another 3-game banger for y'all today. So we're gonna get into this season of who we playing against in a couple minutes. Alright, y'all. The first game, we got a 2-game homestand, then we got a 1-game road trip. The first game, we have Indiana Fever coming to LA. Then we have I think the Dallas Wings coming to LA. Then we on a 1-game road trip against Indiana Fever. So let's get into this game, shall we? I got my phone on charge.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody.
And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Sudiga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And the excitement of a new WNBA season really hasn't worn off yet.
Well, you think, training camp happens, preseason happens, so these teams, they're still getting up to full speed. Some are clicking, others are still fine-tuning, but it's very exciting either way.
Well, soon enough, everyone will be rolling, and then the competition starts to get real fierce.
Ball going up court. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Bonner. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Boston. She's covered by Hamby. Just 4 to shoot. Knocked loose. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Hamby grabs the miss. And about 1 minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Stevens. And it's good for 2.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Left side Boston. They double team Aaliyah Boston.
Now here's Clark.
She's guarded by Alaman.
Back to Clark. And she was camped there in the lane. And she gets a 3-second call.
I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Now the Sparks moving it up.
Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Stolen by Plum.
On the wing, Rickea Jackson.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Getting out in transition has been a big part of this run they're on now, and I expect that trend to continue.
And that's the best way to pile up points in a hurry. Just run and get your baskets before the defense can even get set.
Boston.
And again, unable to change momentum here.
Now here's Alaman.
Tight defense on her. It's good.
They started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Kelsey Plum with a steal. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. From 8. Good as the jump shot falls.
They couldn't have dreamed a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
From 11 feet away, again, the Sparks move for 2.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Now here's Bonner. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Boston outside.
Clark down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hamby. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Jackson. And she comes up with the deuce.
3 straight buckets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
There's no excuse for giving up easy, fast break buckets like that. They've got to be better.
Alaman with the steal. All by herself. Got it for her 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
With that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered, coming on fast breaks.
Somebody wake up. They look asleep out there in transition. Not showing nearly enough urgency getting back quicker.
Stevens, that's good.
10 straight points now, all on fast breaks. They're running wild out there.
They haven't given the defense time to set up. As soon as they get it, they're off to the races.
And getting easy buckets.
Now here's Clark. To end the drought. Solomon with the rebound. Now the Sparks with it. Plum with it. And it's Howard picking her up. Goes up from the top of the key. Another one falls for the Sparks.
10 points in a row from fast breaks. Not a great trend for the D.
Their transition defense has been non-existent, and they're getting exposed. They've got to maintain better floor balance.
Please, somebody get back.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Indiana now. Now here's Clark.
She's guarded by Alaman.
Pass to Mitchell.
Now here's Boston.
Second chance shot. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Unloads. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now here's Bonner. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Alaman with the steal. Outside Plum. Jackson. She's covered by Mitchell. Basket good.
This team is really winning the turnover battle here. Not in the turnovers themselves, but in the points produced off of them.
Well, that's the key. Not just getting turnovers, but taking advantage of the other team's errors. And that's what they've done so far.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, just drilling those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, 8 of their last 10 points from the mid-range.
Boston outside. Bonner. They grab their own miss.
Tipped away. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. Three-pointer, Kelsey Plum. And the buzzer sounds in the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Sparks ahead, opening a huge gap. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Simple. Defense, defense, defense so far, and they have really clamped up.
Say it one more time, Tim. Defense?
Defense.
Every shooter that challenges their defense has had a hand in their face.
And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. Dude, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
5 on the clock.
Boston, brink covering.
Tries it from the top of the key. Another shot. Outside Powers.
Pass to Boston.
Bonner with it. Poked away. And here's Plum. The tray drains the three-pointer. You can see right there.
Plum stays shot ready.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter play. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson gets the bucket.
No question, they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Here's Colson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Jackson outside.
Shoots over Powers. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Another turnover? Getting into another bucket.
And they've really made the most of all the chances they've had from these turnovers. It's driving their offense right now.
Defense leading the offense.
Cameron Brink, room to shoot.
That drops and comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
Okay, a pretty simple solution to ending this run would be to get back and actually play some defense, but I don't know if they're able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know at this point, Brian. They're getting beat down the floor. Unless you're going glass, you've got to sprint back defensively.
Now here's Bonner. Looking to end the run. Pass to Colson. Bonner outside. Howard. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Russell pulls it in. And it's the Sparks ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Kelsey Plum from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, at the arc, Plum can be lights out. She's got really great accuracy.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. That one drops for her.
Continued sloppiness with the ball, and they just keep shooting themselves right in the foot.
Yeah, it's hard enough to win in this league. I mean, and I understand everybody makes mistakes, but you cannot afford careless mistakes.
Now here's Bonner. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Boston.
Cameron Brink, get that out.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
You need better focus.
hey, it didn't take long for Aaliyah Boston to make waves here in the W. She came ready.
Aside from the accolades she racked up in her first season, her team just plays better with her on the floor. She's a spark plug out there, and it seems that the team goes the way Aaliyah goes. She is a force at the 4-5 position in this league.
Here's Colson.
Just 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Kelsey Plum with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Here's Cannon. Good. First shot, first basket.
When you keep turning it over like they have, you just give your opponent the chance to get out and run.
And it's come back to bite him so often today.
Here's Colson.
They get a hand on it. Outside Powers. Howard.
Brink covering. And the foul called on Brink.
That's her first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. And they're running. Here's Plum. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Aleman with the steal. All by herself. It's good for her 8th straight basket in only 8 attempts.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now Powers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Plum. And the shot goes down.
Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
Mitchell outside. Howard.
Cunningham with it.
Shot to stop the run.
Pass to Boston.
Shoots over Russell. Indiana again missing.
With her missing literally everything she's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Here's Burrell.
Over Cunningham. Another one falls for the Sparks.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Now here's Powers. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Poke loose. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Here's Aleman. Shoots over Clark. Knocks down the 10-footer.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Los Angeles, Azare Stevens.
Now here's Clark.
She's guarded by Aleman.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Clark can't hit.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Outside Cunningham.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sparks ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Playing the game and my phone is in the kitchen on charger.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback
Where
on
you
our
at right
hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Plum has been sensational.
Go ahead and back
And I
to
wonder how
Brings.
long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes.
Not over here.
Pass to Clark.
So what is we eating for tonight?
That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Stevens. That's her first foul.
First team foul.
All right, I do another this game over.
She's guarded by Stevens.
Well, she was just waiting around for that entry pass
said I'd
and
do it as soon
exploded
as
with
the
some
game
tremendous
over.
anticipation.
Here's Jackson. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
That's now 7
I
straight
gotta-
points for
I
them.
forgot
coming
to
from
get the
fast
water
breaks.
in the.
And they're making it look easy. Running it down there.
Said I forgot to get the case of water and
Guys, we've heard so much about
dishwasher.
Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Pass to Bonner.
Because I got 60 left.
And there's the
I
3-second
said I got
violation.
60 left.
There. That's
Holding on
And
to
a terrible
that.
time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
awful.
And the Sparks making a change here.
All right, babe. All right.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Here's Alema. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
Now here's Clark. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock at 4. Mitchell. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. From 13, another one falls for the Sparks.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the
Ball is
Fever
turned over.
as Indiana
Fever
retains
ball.
possession.
Substitution for your Sparks. Mercedes Russell. Ray Burrell.
Here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Snatched away. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Here's Cannon. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
A big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
And some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively, you have to commit to sprint back in transition and deny those runouts.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Here's Plum, and the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there.
Kelsey Plum with the steal.
Damn!
Pass to Cannon.
Goes up on the wing. Another one falls for the Sparks.
You couldn't have scripted a better start to the half for them. They've hit every single shot since the break.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Here's Burrell.
Pass to Russell. Fires for three. And the Sparks another three.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Uncovered. The shot's good.
They've been pushing it up relentlessly. I'm loving this tempo.
Yeah, fast break points well in their favor. Easy transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
Now here's Bonner. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And good that time.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Here's Howard. Six to shoot. Clark. Knocks it loose. Kelsey Plum with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, it has to be said, their transition D has just been awful.
Yeah, fast break points left and right. I mean, at some point, you've got to make that commitment to sprint back and slow them down.
Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
And the league is expanding for the 2025 season. Very exciting. What do you guys think is the best part about it?
Well, for me, it's the extra roster spots. There are so many talented players in women's basketball right now. And the W, it's really needed more space, more spots, more places on the roster for a while now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you look at the last cut list back in May, right before the season, there are some serious hoopers on that.
Now here's Clark. He's covered closely. Pass to Powers. 6 on the shot clock.
Boston, guarded by Russell.
They need this. Looking to get it going. Offensive rebound, Fever.
The shot by Boston, no good.
He has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Jackson outside.
Shoots over Clark. Jackson gets the bucket.
Here's the main reason they have the lead right now. She's been perfect from the field. She has not missed one. Literally perfect.
Now here's Clark. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Dantas. Pass to Turner. And here's Powers. Just 5 to shoot. And that one goes long.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Cunningham.
Count that bucket.
She clearly had the speed advantage there, and she used it to burn the defense for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
Clark outside. Shot to stop the drought. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
This was an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for her.
Yeah, she served her up some tasty room service right there, guys. Sweet dime.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Now here's Aleman.
For three. Another three for the Sparks.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Pass to Dantas. The Sparks grab the miss. And here is Aleman. There's the triple. Dreams it from beyond the arc.
Three-pointers are killing them, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, you know, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hamby. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Here's Colson. Poked loose. And that time also missed a shot. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Burrell. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Here's Colson. Brianna Turner in the high post. Pass to Colson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Indiana with the ball. Clock is at 3.
I don't even want to comment on that shot.
Look, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, better make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Here's Stevens, and the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Knocked loose. Here's Colson. He's started by Aleman. And the official signal of backcourt violation. Not being careful there.
On the court.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Goes up at the stripe. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Oh, the handles of Kelsey Plum on full display.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Plum. And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
Nothing has gone right for them today. It's been their own doing, just like we saw there.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Plum. Another one falls for the Sparks.
That's 10 straight points off of mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get these shots. Very good discipline shown by this side.
Fast break, here come the Sparks. 17-foot shot on the way, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Here's Colson. Poked away. Fast break, here come the Sparks.
Top Brink.
And yep, it's good.
They're not taking the easy route here. They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
That's right. 6 of their last 10 points have come from mid-range.
Now here's Powers. Can they get it? Russell pulls it in.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. And that's firmly in the driver's seat.
Rebounding, it's an effort stat. They've been the more determined team to this point. And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Basket counts.
If there's one thing Plum knows, it's how to score. The fast break hoops can get her going.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Plum. To the wing, right side. Here's Dantas. That shot off the mark. And they've been difficult to stop lately.
You know, and this run could get stretched out even more.
Here's Cannon. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Plum. Kelsey Plum with a steal. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Here's Colson. That's tipped. Clock at 6. And it's blocked.
At 6'6", Russell is a capable shot blocker. She knows how to make a statement on defense.
The Fever making a switch here. Shot from the inbound. Misses off the left iron.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
And the three ball is good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's Colson. Pass to Turner. Back to Dantas. Shot to end the cold run. Russell pulls it in. And the Sparks with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. All good.
Wow, and she doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Cunningham up top.
Pass to Turner. Bonner. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Misses at the rim. And so it's the Sparks taking care of
We'd
business.
like to thank the Indiana
The
people
outcome
for
of this
coming
one
to
is
LA.
never
Sorry we
in
had
doubt.
to beat y'all
Really putting out a
131 to
sturdy
0.
effort.
See
It felt
y'all
like
next
once
time
they had
all
a
around.
significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
Thank you, everyone.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
And we hope you had a great time. Drive home safely, and we will see you next time.
Dallas Wings. Oh, they 3-0? We got to do something about that then.
Starting at center, number 21, Mercedes Russell. At the point, number 20, Julie Alamo. Starting at small forward, number 2, Rikia Jackson. Starting at the other forward position, number 5, Tierra Candy. At the other guard position, number 10, Kelsey Plum. The head coach of your home team, your Los Angeles Sparks.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
And tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they go up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Ryan Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. Now, fellas, how much importance do you put on these early season standings?
Well, Blake, if we're talking pro basketball, starting out strong, definitely more important in the WNBA than it is in the NBA, simply because the season is shorter, you have less time to figure things out.
I agree, which is why you have to credit these top teams. But you never know. There's still plenty of time for teams to rise or fall.
Now, here's Hines Allen.
That's tipped.
Now, here's Smith.
She's covered by Hamby. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. Over Smith, and the basket by Hamby.
You can see just how solid Hamby's mechanics are. Picks the shot she likes and sends it right in.
Knocked away. Aleman with the steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Hamby outside. Puts up a three. It's good from long range.
Love the selfless, intelligent play by Hamby. Puts the ball into the wide open shooter's hands.
Got a piece of it.
Now, here's Aleman.
Tight defense on her. Shot from 12. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Well, look, that's just simply a great move. She dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3 championships.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011, and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016.
Good on the bucket.
Red hot out of the gates, 4 for 4 shooting.
And they're having trouble stopping this run.
And you know, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Unloads from 9. She makes another one. Has 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
That's her 4th straight make right off the bat. She's setting a pretty high standard for herself.
It's the type of start you hope for, no question.
And the official signal with the backcourt violation. Not being careful there. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Good for the 5th time. 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Okay, a pretty simple solution to ending this run would be to get back and actually play some defense, but I don't know if they're able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know at this point, Brian. They're getting beat down the floor. Unless you're going glass, you got to sprint back defensively.
Back to Gugawale. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCowan. And another miss by Dallas. Now here's Russell. Over McCowan. Another one falls for the Sparks.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Now here's McCowan. Offensive rebound.
Here's Smith. And she can't stop the run as that misses.
Now here's Alaman.
Guarded now by Agungawale. Alaman, good.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
Now here's Hines Allen.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Here's Carrington.
The three-pointer, no good. And it's the Sparks ball. Here's Jackson. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Now here's Agungawale. Alaman with the steal. Fast break, here come the Sparks. Stops, pops.
And it's Jackson with a bucket inside.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Ahead. Here's Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off of turnovers.
It's one thing to force turnovers, but it's another to make teams pay, and that's what they've done.
Outside Agungawale. To the paint. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. From deep three-point range. Dallas the rebound.
Outside, Hines Allen.
Agungawale. They need this. And here's Russell. Pass to Jackson. And here's Plum.
Covered by Carrington.
And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now here's Agumbawale. He's tightly guarded. Here's Hines Allen. Russell pulls it in.
Jackson outside.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Her mechanics have been impeccable this quarter, and if you don't believe me, just look at her numbers. She's perfect from the field.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A one-on-one situation. Here's Alema. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Oh, they're really pushing it now. It's like they're showing off.
And 3 of the last 5 makes coming in transition.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Los Angeles Sparks.
Pretty shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out the quarter.
It's almost like you lose the possession.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Sparks. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
Up top, Brink. McCowan defending.
Shoots from the elbow. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
That's been a go-to shot for them today, fellas.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they are knocking them down.
Now here's Tolliver.
She's guarded by Aleman.
6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Ball stolen. Outside Plum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
That aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely.
Poked away. Now the Sparks moving it up. Down it goes for her third basket and as many tries.
A lot of their offense has come in transition, and if you've got the legs for it, that's the way to play.
That's right. Push it up. If there's nothing there, you can always settle into your half-court offense.
Here's Alema. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Well, it has to be said, their transition D has just been awful.
Yeah, fast break points left and right. I mean, at some point, you've got to make that commitment to spread back and slow them down.
Out to the left wing.
Left side, Segrist.
6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And misses it off the right side of the rim. So it's the Sparks now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for the Sparks.
We're seeing them turn up the tempo now.
Yeah, looking to push the break in every opportunity. 6 straight points in transition.
Smith outside.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Puts it up from 15. Alema, good.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range.
And some might shy away from that mid-range jumper, but they've made the most of it.
Outside Plum. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
10 points in a row from fast breaks. Not a great trend for the team.
Their transition defense has been non-existent, and they're getting exposed. They've got to maintain better floor balance.
Please, somebody get that.
Here's Carrington. Offensive rebound.
Pass to Smith. To the right side. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
And when it comes to San Diego native Dejanay Carrington, a word you hear a lot when her teammates describe her is effort.
You're not going to find too many players who work harder than she does. Whether it's on defense or in the offseason or in practice, she is always trying to improve.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Here's Cannon.
That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
And this run really triggered by their transition offense. Let's see if they keep that trend up.
They've gotten a burst of energy, and their offense is starting to click.
Outside Tolliver. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside Stevens. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Pass to Tolliver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound by the Sparks.
Well, outstanding perimeter defense there. That one well contested.
Yeah, she's kind of like the anti-Tim, right? I mean, she puts a lot of dedication into her defense, and there are no easy threes if she's on you.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Smith outside. And stolen by Azure Stevens. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Guys, they've been their own worst enemy with all of these awful turnovers.
This game would look entirely different if they just didn't give the ball away so much. It's been a big storyline so far.
Pass to Segrist.
Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Charles. Here's Cannon. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Here's Charles. They need this. That will not get it done. She's 0 for 2.
Pass to Burrell.
From deep.
Good, and Cameron Brink getting the dime.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Plum. Another.
Yeah, man.
One ball for the Sparks.
Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Shot's good by Cannon.
I love that the instant that steal was made, they were going the other way.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Oh, yeah, I can dig that.
Oh, yeah, and it leads to an easy basket.
From deep three-point range and through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sparks ahead, opening a huge gap. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Livin squad.
Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes.
And you have to like what we're seeing out there from Holloman.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Now here's Russell. McCowan defending. Russell with the bucket. Here's Agunbowale. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. To the inside. Now here's Carrington. Defense is right there. Smith left side. 4 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Three on the clock. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. McCowan.
Boy, coming out of halftime slow, 0 for 3.
0 for 4 to start the second half. They're getting restless out there.
No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Listening for tomorrow.
Jackson.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big difference. Points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been
You gonna get enough for trying on people's shit.
Outside, Hines Allen.
Yeah, I mean, boy.
Hey, you just called me a girl.
And out of bounds.
You're doing too much, man.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of the changes.
Emma Cannon.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part, it gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Here's Alema. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start this second half.
And it's the Wings ball. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to McCowan. Agunbowale with it. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Comes up empty down low. Here's Cannon. Another 3 for the Sparks.
Still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Agunbowale with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Hines Allen. Back to Smith. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And in 2023, Melissa Smith led the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage.
You know, defensive rebounding, it's not a skill we talk a lot about, but it's so important. You end a defensive possession with the board. And Smith, she's as good as anyone at boxing out, securing the glass.
Here's Alema. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, she's a big reason why they have the lead because, look, she's made all of her field goals so far and remains a hot hand.
And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Russell. Again, the Sparks good for two.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
One-on-one fast break. Shot from 12. Again, the Sparks good for two.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Now Gumbawale looking for her first basket in this one.
Well, she's really losing her confidence of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Finished off the break.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Dallas now. Now here's Carrington, guarded by Jackson. Pass to McCowan. Clock at 6. Agunbawale to halt the run. Jackson pulls it in.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Sparks foul. Emma Cannon.
So both teams changing it up here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Oliver, guarded by Jackson.
Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be the Sparks ball.
Substitution for the Los Angeles Sparks. Kelsey Plum.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Lets the 3 fly. And the Sparks another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Pass to Segrist.
Now Hines Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez Seneschal. Out to Hines Allen. Outside Tolliver. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call. And they're on a really nice roll here.
You know, the most impressive thing is they haven't wasted any of the opportunities they've been getting.
Here's Stevens. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
It's stolen away. All by herself. Finish finished off the break.
They've been pushing it up relentlessly. I'm loving this tempo.
Yeah, fast break points well in their favor. Easy transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
Now here's Lopez Seneschal.
She's guarded closely. Outside Tolliver. 6 on the shot clock.
Kept alive. McCowan inside, working on Stevens. And here's Cannon.
Unloads from 13. An amazing shot to just barely beat the buzzer.
Blake, that is as big a shot as you're ever going to see.
You ever hit a shot that big, Tim? Look, she was calling for the ball and was just dying to take that shot.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided
affair.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Dallas with the ball.
Pass to McCowan.
And here's Charles. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose.
Brink with the steal.
Now the Sparks moving it up.
Jackson with the ball.
The 3 ball.
Good, and Cameron Brink getting down.
We've really seen them step up their three-point shooting in the second half. I mean, they're just letting it fly out there.
Well, they're playing with confidence, and I like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they've got a lead, but they're playing free.
And it's working.
Knocks it loose. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this defense, I mean, they haven't made the commitment to sprint back in transition. And that's why you see such a big difference in fast break points.
Yeah, you want to be aggressive offensively. We know that. But you can't just leave yourself exposed time and time again.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
LA ball. Substitution for the Los Angeles Sparks. Dearica Hamby.
Here's Alema. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Jackson gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese? And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Into the lineup for Los Angeles, Kelsey Plum.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Tries it from 19. Again, the Sparks with the 2.
So slick with the ball. Plum leaves defenders in her dust with some of these moves. Chasing goes.
They get a hand on it.
Jackson with the steal.
And it's in.
Look, this isn't rocket science. At some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition, or they're going to get blown out of this game.
Yeah, and 6 of the last 10 points they've allowed have come in transition. They're just making it too easy.
Tolliver up top.
She's guarded by Plum. The offensive rebound.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Here's Burrell. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And, you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, they're just feasting off of these turnovers. No question about it.
Bon appetit, right? I mean, look, that's defense leading to offense. And we've said this before. It's just been a major catalyst for them.
McCowan, ring covering.
To stop the drought.
Offensive board.
The shot will not fall.
Now here's Jackson.
Guarded by Charles. Fires top of the key. Again, the Sparks good for two.
Oh, we're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Now here's Tolliver. Not a lot of room.
Segris.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. Good work there as it goes.
Guys, they've allowed an embarrassing amount of points just off turnovers.
Well, you can't get back on defense with any kind of numbers after fumbling it away like that.
The offense and defense, they're connected in basketball.
Absolutely.
Outside Tolliver. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
Here's Burrell.
That drops. Comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
Nice find from Plum. Willing to get her teammates involved. That's leadership right there.
Outside Tolliver.
Pass to McCowan.
Will it go? Fires from the wing. That one a little long.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Pass to Lopez Seneschal.
And there's the 3-second violation.
He's not doing them any favors making those kind of errors.
Especially now with every possession being a critical one for them at this point.
Just the worst time for it to happen.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Here's Alemán. From the top of the key, she buries it.
Looks like she was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does she take defenders off the dribble like that?
Now here's Tolliver.
She's guarded by Alemán.
And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a serve.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
To Dallas. Substitution on the court.
Sparks on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Christy Tolliver drawing the double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball called.
Dallas with the ball.
Jackson with the ball. Now guarded by Smith.
Outside Plum for 3. And the Sparks, another 3.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Charles.
Now here's Smith. Lopez Seneschal.
6 to shoot. That's tipped. So it's the Sparks taking care of
We
business.
like to think the Dallas
This
Wings
game may not have been as
scoreless.
exciting as
Third, we
we've
got to
seen,
get
but
y'all
you just have to
131 to
appreciate
zip.
just what a
See you next time.
clinical
Go Rams.
performance they put on.
Another fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
We in Indiana for the last game of the evening.
At power forward, number 6, Natasha Howard. At shooting guard, number 0, Kelsey Mitchell. The other forward, number 25, Joanna Bonner. Starting at center, number 7, Aria Boston. Starting at the other guard, number 22, Caitlin Clark. The head coach of your home team, once again, your Indiana starters.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Indiana Fever.
With Brian Banafiteni and Tim Sports, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And it's safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
So the Fever win the tip. Now here's Howard. To the paint.
Here's Boston. Offensive rebound.
Tries again. And it's blocked.
Good
At
block.
6'6", Russell is a capable shot blocker. She knows how to make a statement on defense.
Here's Plum. And the bank shot is good.
Woo. Check out those handles. Nasty spin move. Had a defender grabbing for air.
Mitchell outside. Tipped away. Clark.
He's guarded by Alaman.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Mitchell. The 3. Hamby grabs the miss.
Still scoreless after 4 shots. They need a bucket.
Jackson outside.
Shoots over Bonner. Jackson gets the bucket.
She has some impressive moves in her collection. That's a good one, but really it's one of many.
Mitchell outside.
Now here's Boston. Guarded by Russell.
Now the Sparks moving it up.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Yeah, 4-point game.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Nice job to shake free the D inside and then drain the J.
Now here's Clark. She's covered closely. Here's Aleman. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Clark outside.
Pass to Boston.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Aleman. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
They've started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bonner with it. Pass to Howard. Bonner. 13 feet out. Clark left side. And that misses everything.
Now here's Russell.
Guarded by Howard. Yep, count it.
They built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Aleman with the steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Elbow shot on the way. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, they've put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jumpers. And you know something? It might as well be layups the way they're shooting it.
Here's Plum. Pass to Russell. Over Boston. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Boston. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
She has yet to hit a shot this quarter and really just can't get it going. Well, 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition, and they don't look tired.
They just keep on going. They're looking to get out and run.
Now here's Mitchell. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
They get it back.
And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Checking in for your Indiana Fever, Damiris Dantas.
Smooth sailing for the Sparks.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
Now here's Bonner. Outside Howard. 5 to shoot. Pass to Dantas. Poked loose. Very smooth pace to this offense.
Looking to keep building on this run.
Here's Cannon. Bonner defending.
Shot's good by Cannon.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
And to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Bucket is good.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Bonner.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. The Sparks grab the miss.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
And it's good for 2.
So slick with the ball, Plum leaves defenders in her dust with some of these moves. Chasing goes.
Now here's Mitchell. She's guarded by Plum. Outside Powers. Powers with the ball. Picked up by Plum.
Jackson outside.
That will count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Now the Sparks with it. And here's Burrell. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Goes up on the block.
And Brink finishing it off.
The defense opened up pretty wide for her there, and she went right through it to the hoop.
Now Mitchell. Clark outside.
Boston. Brink covering.
Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Sparks.
Excellent interior D right there to force the miss.
Yeah, and unlike you, Tim, her defensive ability is a huge factor. No doubt about it.
What a move. Came out of the spin, stop, and pop. That was impressive.
Fast break. Here come the Sparks.
Here's Brink.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
After going scoreless in the first, she's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Clock at 6. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
Here's Cannon.
Again, the Sparks good for 2.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
Now let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Now here's Boston.
She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mitchell outside, looking to end the run. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
It's so hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and she still hasn't registered a single point.
Cameron Brink from the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Offensively, a perfect quarter. She hasn't missed a single shot.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
The ball goes to Los Angeles.
So both teams changing it up here.
We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the league's hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though, so for the teams that are struggling, you still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, Brian. I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games.
Alema. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Knocked away. And here they come. Shot's good by Cannon.
It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led them to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front, Tim. All that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed
and
it.
And this is a team that loves to go up and down the floor, Brian, and we love to watch it.
Now here's Boston.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Colson. Indiana again missing.
You know, she's not doing her team any good by firing up shots like that.
And it's going to make her teammates reluctant to share the ball with her. And that can really hurt a team offensively.
Clark with it. One-on-one fast break. Here's Aleman. Makes it off the glass.
Julie Aleman.
Now here's Clark. And here is Aleman. She's got 10. Hamby down low, guarded by Howard, and the basket by Hamby.
Defensively, they've got to start bodying them up. You know, get a little bit more physical and help your chances at winning this game.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint, and the worst part, it's at both ends of the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Cunningham.
Now Aleman. Pass to Burrell. Now here's Aleman. Here's the three. And the Sparks, another three.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead of that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here's Clark. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Howard from deep. Indiana again missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap. And, you know, the mid-range jumper, it's not the most efficient shot you can take, but it can be really effective when you're getting the job done like this.
Right now, it might as well be a layup because it is working in a major way for them.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this game out of doubt.
Here's Colson. 6 to shoot. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cannon. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
And at any level of basketball, especially one this high, if you give the ball away over and over and over again, you just aren't going to win.
You have to value the possession. It's as simple as that. Bad turnovers just completely take the wind out of the sails of an offense.
All right, girls, change up.
Now here's Bonner. She's guarded closely. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
All right, Brink.
Here's Mitchell. He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Sparks on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Shit off the backboard, hitting on net.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Now the Sparks with it.
Aleman with it.
Shoots over Clark. Again, the Sparks good for two.
From that in-between range, they've been the much hotter shooting team.
Well, when you knock down those jumpers, it really just opens up everything else.
And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time.
Foolish play. I mean, she's got to be thinking out there.
Which she clearly isn't at this moment. Or maybe she was thinking, just not about basketball.
Now here's Plum. Jacks up a three. Another three for the Sparks.
3 points.
Well, at the arc, Plum can be lights out. She's got really great accuracy.
Now here's Clark.
She's guarded by Aleman.
Pass to Bonner.
And here's Howard.
5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Now here's Clark. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. All by herself.
Now here's Aleman.
D right on her. It's good for her 8th straight basket in only 8 attempts.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Now here's Bonner.
Now here's Jackson.
Bonner defending from 13. Again, the Sparks good for two.
Well, you have to give them credit. They've taken advantage of these turnovers.
Yeah, converting the turnovers into points, that's been a big factor in this game, right?
Fast break, here come the Sparks. Here's Jackson. That one, good for two.
There it is. They get careless with the ball, and it immediately costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern. Their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Boston.
Down low. Here's Clark. Shot to end the cold run.
Double team on Caitlin Clark.
Bonner outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Big blunder there.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
Well,
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. I mean, she attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
Now here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. From 18 feet away, Plum, that's good.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Mitchell. Howard with the ball. She's guarded by Stevens. 6 on the shot clock. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. And it's good. 2 points.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Now here's Clark. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
To Indiana.
And the Sparks making a change here. Indiana with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Shot to stop the run. She's off on that one.
She's just had a brutal outing. She still hasn't managed to get a field goal, and the team is struggling because of it.
Shots good by Burrell.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
You kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
Now here's Dantas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Clark. The 3. It's holding by Burrell.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Great move there. That spin just dusted the defense.
Indiana with the ball. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all these turnovers, and if they don't clean up their act, it's just going to get out of hand.
Well, it's pretty simple. You can't score if you don't have possession.
Now here's Plum. 14 points for her. Shoots over Clark. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Here's Powers. That's tipped.
Jackson with the steal.
Here we go, one-on-one. Shoots over Powers. Another one falls for the Sparks.
They're as hot as can be from mid-range, not missing many of those.
That's right. They've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Kelsey Plum with a steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Good on the 13th footer.
And forcing turnovers, really fueling their offense.
Extra possessions, they're invaluable. And they've converted those extra possessions, most importantly, into points.
Now here's Dantas. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ball's knocked loose. Russell with it.
And guarded by Cunningham.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Nailed from three-point land.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Here's Jackson. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
Man, they're just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
They're running them out of the gym. The defense looks ready for a water break. And really, so am I.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Sparks ahead, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next.
Some floor generalship right here, guys, showing us why they're always in good hands when she's in charge.
Yeah, she's the straw that stirs the drink for them, and that's how she does it with her dynamite passing skills.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now here's Wallace. Defense right on her. Pass to Dantas. Wallace guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Jackson with the steal. Shoots over Dantas. Rakia Jackson again.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Here's Cunningham. And rebounded by Brink.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. 3-pointers are killing them, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, you know, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
To the inside. Here's Turner. Comes up empty down low. Now the Sparks with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Another fast break bucket. That's been their not-so-secret weapon.
Boy, and the defense consistently a step slow in transition. At some point, they've got to make the adjustment.
Stolen by Plum. Now here's Hamby, guarded by Wallace. High post shot, buries the jump shot.
Probably the most comfortable range for Hamby with her jumper, this 15 or so foot area. She's very accurate from here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Plum. Good, and she's 10 for 10 from the field.
Another fast break score for them, and they've really made the most of their transition game. I think the coach is really happy about that.
And the differential there is what stands out. They've also denied those runouts defensively.
Now here's Dantas. To halt the run. Can't get the layup.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pass to Hamby. Shoots over Dantas. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Here's Colson. Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Sparks ball. Substitution for the Sparks. Ray Burrell. Julie Alamon.
Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Alamon.
Now here's Turner.
6 to shoot. Knocked loose.
Christy Wallace on the wing.
There's the 3.
Brink grabs the miss.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Aleman. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, she's a big reason why they have the lead because, look, she's made all of her field goals so far and remains a hot hand.
Now here's Wallace.
Pass to Turner. Colson, clock at 6. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, Fever. And here is Aleman. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up the jump shot.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Aleman. Pass to Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Looking to end the drought.
It's hauled in by Cannon.
So it's the Sparks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Shots good by Burrell.
Now Colson.
Brink with the ball.
And it's Dantas picking her up.
Outside Brink.
Juice over Dantas. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Double teams, triple teams, zone defense, something. I mean, you got to figure out a way to shut her down.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Aleman.
Here's the break.
Here's Brink.
Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Here's Colson. She's guarded by Aleman.
Aleman with the steal. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Here's Colson. Will it go? Poked away.
Pass to Turner.
Tries yet again.
Dantas building a chimney.
Parked down low that time and got hit with the second call.
Just a total loss. Concentration.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
You need better focus.
So it's the Sparks now. Outside Plum. And she comes up with the deuce.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
Outside Powers. Dantas, guarded by Russell. Stolen by Russell. And so it's the
We
Sparks
like to
taking care of
thank the
business.
Indiana people for
And this one
hosting
was
this game. Sorry we had to beat y'all
before the final
126 to
buzzer. The
11. See
fans
y'all
were
next
waiting
time.
for
Go
something to
Browns.
get excited about. They never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
All right, let's see who we got to play for next week. Let me see. May 31st, Sparks at Sky. June 3rd, Sparks at Mercury. June 6th, we back at home against the Linux. Peace, love, and loyalty.